Hello and welcome back everybody to another video of Hogwarts Legacy. Lion of Hyrule speaking. Sorry, I enunciated my name a little bit. My name is a little bit hard to understand when I'm saying it really fast. Anyway, Lion of Hyrule speaking. Last time we were playing, we made it to Hogsmeade and spoke to Natty, as well as found
Revelio. Incendio.
a goblin who had a missing cart and some other stuff, and a person who was missing an astroblade. So we're gonna go and help them out, try and find some stuff like that. And then we are going to be continuing on in the story. So if you like what you see, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's begin. Without further ado, game on. Hello, cow. Actually, it's not a cow, it's an ox.
Levioso. Potato.
Boom. Okay, I have an assignment from Professor Hackett. I'm at 3. Okay.
Revelio. Potato. Levioso. Revelio.
I wanted to see if I'm doing a lot of this the right way. All right. It's gotta keep checking, make sure I'm doing it right. I gotta get a lot of enemies though in order to be able to really successfully do anything about that one.
Potato. Stupid one. Ugh. Shame you're so foul.
Indeed. Spiders in broad daylight, who'd have thunk? Spiders are nocturnal animals, so they live in burrows. So I'm surprised they're out in the middle of the day.
An encampment. This must be it. Looks as if there's more than one way to enter.
Ancient magic, huh?
Incendio.
Get away with that.
Incendio. Accio.
I won't rest.
How many of you are there? Incendio.
Even though you're not even trying. That was meant for me.
Protego. Incendio.
Pity. Suffering, do you?
Levium. Incendio.
A little bit. I think he can.
Incendio.
Come here, you. There you go. Come on, dummy. Want to try that again?
Where you will fail.
Accio. Incendio. That was quite something.
That was fun.
Now, to free Arn's cards. Quite an enchantment. The carts are returning to Arn.
That's fun.
Revelio. Levioso. Accio.
I was going to check the Hecate assignment. One more.
Levioso. Yes. Incendio. Levioso. Incendio. Levioso. Potato. Stupid.
All right.
Incendio. Accio.
Back to Arn we go. Hello, Arn.
If you're here for my wares, I'm afraid I still don't have my carts.
On, I have good news. Your carts are on their way back.
I don't know what to say. Any hope I have of getting my belongings back was quickly fading. Ramrock's lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard kind.
Yup.
Thank you for proving them wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I managed to free your carts fairly easily.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. Oh, I can't wait to have my things back, especially my paints. You know, you've inspired me. I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just fine. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute to all that is good between us.
There you go.
What a nice idea, On. I wish you luck with it.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. Thank you again for all you've done.
Mm-hmm.
Revelio.
All the best to you. Once my carts arrive, I'd be happy to show you my ways.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
All right. Locked. Of course it's locked. Defense against the dark arts. Okay. Ooh, very nice. It's my helpful buff buddy, my Ravenclaw pal. Alright, let's go talk to Professor Hackett.
I hope you were able to take care of everything I had asked you to do.
Last part was a little
Professor,
difficult,
I
but we
completed
got
all
it.
of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus.
Nice.
Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter.
Alright.
Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand. The dummy is here if you wish to stay in practice.
Expelliarmus!
You seem to have the right end of the stick, but keep practicing. Expelliarmus may save your life one day.
Incendio! Expelliarmus!
Still at it, I see.
Incendio! Levioso! Protego! Levioso! Expelliarmus!
All right. Now, I want to go over here to herbology class.
Revelio. Wish our common room was bigger.
Do you even know how expensive that room was?
Revelio.
I'm making sure I don't miss. Anything. Oops.
Revelio.
That was a nice little swim. No, don't do incendio.
Good morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear.
Oh,
here.
Lenora, that's her
You
name.
need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie.
Thanks.
Ah, hello.
Hello.
Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again.
Yeah.
This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we
Mandrake.
can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
Or better known as Mandragora.
Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new form and catch out the soil!
Wow, that's loud.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid.
It's all good.
All right then, off you go.
Okay,
Splendid
bye.
work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started.
Revelio.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Strawberries are my favorite. All right.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
They're rather loud too.
I'll say. Nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep.
I did.
Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice.
Sorry about
Plant the
that.
seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage.
Sounds
You'll
dangerous.
find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come
Thank
back
you,
and see
sir.
me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hence the word chomp.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Now remember, a wand is not...
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you
I'm
the
Jason.
Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but your lead. Nice work in defense against the dark arts, by the way.
Thank you.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you
Yeah.
outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh.
S-
Well, thank you.
Someone
I
had
nearly
an...
put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight. We Gryffindors fight with honor.
That you do.
Ravenclaws too. At least you did.
Make sure I get a lot of stuff.
Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage.
Revelio.
Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest. Look at that! They'll jump on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out.
Expelliarmus!
She did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Yeah, no.
Trust me, Leander. I was imagining it the entire time.
You were? I mean, of course, you're, not someone to be trifled with. I see that. Dogweed and Deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we, probably ought to head back to class. Take
I
your
didn't
time.
mean for that
I'll
to
see
come
you back in
off.
class.
I didn't mean for that to come off main. It's like I was imagining it already, because, you know.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly.
Revelio.
Still got 5 minutes to go.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you.
Okay.
Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendships.
Alright. Let's go help this lady with the astrolabe.
Revelio.
some assistance?
Hello.
All right, Oliver,
Can I
what's up?
help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys?
Nope.
I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry.
Dun.
What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
Northeast.
This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is.
Where is that infernal thing? Nope. Not there either. Okay.
Let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
Well, I found it. So that's good.
Too terribly difficult.
Pete's sake, I was on the dock and then I jumped right off. Come on.
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible! Did you find the astrolabe?
I did. I hope it makes your father happy.
It will. I can't wait to see his face. Thank you so much for doing this for me, and for my family. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there. Thank you again, and I do hope you keep diving. You certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
I try.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil.
Hello.
Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupid right!
Nobody can listen.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
Hang on! We can hold them off!
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You'll take this student over my dead body!
Protego! Leviosa!
You little brat!
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
I have no idea.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills.
I
Care to
tried.
tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment.
Yep.
Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best
Who?
get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts.
Ah.
Typical hard-working Hufflepuff. Brilliant
Yep.
potioneer. Has her own shop in Knockturn Alley.
She's a traveling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
Makes sense.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I'm not sure old vine-covered pillars are worth studying.
Well, I think anything concerning Merlin is worth pursuing, and I shall have you know, no one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis.
Sure.
I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sing. Incendio!
Bam.
Merlin's beard! How beautiful! What a day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We
Big
can
one.
indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess
Okay.
is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now I've got what I needed, I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Okay.
on another adventure, are we?
Yep.
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the Ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent.
Okay, I think this is where I will stop
Revelio.
this video for now. Thank you for watching. Next time we will attend potions class and figure out what's going on. Until then, this has been Lion of Hyrule, and I am signing off.